In this video, we're going to speak about international human rights law. International human rights law can be defined as the international law that regulates human rights. So, what are human rights? Human rights can be defined through its characteristics that are irrenunciable, imprescriptible, inalienable. These characteristics are based on human dignity. So, the next question here is how do we classify human rights? So, concerning the classes, human rights can be defined or can be classified through the first, the second, the third, and the fourth generation. The first generation concerns civil and political rights. The second generation concerns the economic, social, and cultural rights. The third generation concerns collective rights. And the fourth generation is discussed by some authors, and it contains the right to development, the right not to be poor, or biotechnology issues. So then let's move to the origin of human rights. So we have some precedents that are mainly human rights in Roman law, in Greek law, but mainly the development of human rights is it happens through the before after the Second World War. So let's speak about regulation. It can be mentioned here the universal system, that is the United Nations, and the regional system. So let's look into the conventional system through the universal system. Here we have the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, then the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. These three legal instruments constitute the International Bill on Human Rights. Then we need to look for some specialized treaties that are the Convention Against Torture, then the Convention of the Rights of the Child, another convention or treaty that is so relevant. Here we need to mention the Convention on the Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women, and then mention also the International Convention on the Protection of the Rights of all Migrant Workers and Members of their Families, then the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, and lastly, the International Convention for the Protection of all Persons from Enforced Disappearance. These treaties have a control system through committees. Then let's speak about non-conventional and political system that mainly contains Human Rights Council and the Advisory Committee that helps the Council in its tasks. Let's speak about two mandates that are thematic or throughout the states here, and concerning the regional system, that is, the courts, human rights courts. So we need to highlight the European system, that is the European Court of Human Rights, then the American Convention on Human Rights, that is articulated through the Inter-American Court of Human Rights, and then the third option, that is the African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights. So that's everything. Hi, thanks for listening to me. Bye.